So we're here with the director, Laurent. He's going to tell us a little bit about the history. He's the winemaker here.
So to explain what is Château Olivier today, it's the potential of the terroir, of the nature, but also the different generations who have been working to make this terroir able to produce the wine we produce today. And it's not only the job I've been doing, it's also what the previous generations have done and their involvement and their investment, which is Château Olivier is the result of all this. And if you look behind me, you see the chateau is very old. The estate by itself dates back to the 12th century, but the current configuration is dating back to 15th century and 18th century mainly, including the moat and all the. You can see the towers, and originally it was really designed for the owner to be able to defend himself against invaders.
The English.
It was just after the war with the
100-year war.
The 100-year war. But at the time, it was not really sure what would be the outcome, and maybe they would come back. And even in France, you had people who were pro-English, and some were. So you had fights also between the French people themselves. So the idea was to be able to defend yourself in case somebody was going to attack you. And the actual development of the vineyard is dating back to the same time. And you see, if you turn around, you see the buildings we have here, which were designed in the 18th century in order to develop, I would say, the agriculture, generally speaking, including the vineyard. And so the development of the vineyard was really started in the 18th century. Today, Château Olivier has more or less the same configuration than in the 18th century. The vineyard is around 60 hectares, but the whole property is over 250 hectares. So it's quite a large estate with vineyard, but also with a big part of forest and also of just grass field, prairie in French. So it's really what I call an ecosystem with you have a mix of different and I think it's important for the vineyard to have around the vineyard the forest and all the nature. It's everything is in balance. So what I suggest is we go to the winery so I can show you the.
Excellent. Let's go.
So Dauphin d'Olivier 2016. This is the second wine of the estate. I want maybe first of all to stress something which is important is we are talking for both Château Olivier and Dauphin d'Olivier. We are talking about estate wines, which means we use only fruits coming from our estate. In Bordeaux, something which is quite specific about the terroir of our region is the fact that in one estate you have a diversity of soils. For example, at Château Olivier, we have, in terms of viticulture, we have 13 different types of soils with a big variety, from limestone to very interesting gravel. So the work of the people on the estate is to optimize and to make the most out of the potential of these different soils. This is why, historically speaking, people have always been using different varieties. We make wine in Bordeaux which are blends of different varieties, but in the first place we have different varieties because we have different type of soil. So the blend is the way for us to make a unique wine, optimizing the uniqueness of the diversity of the soil. So it's something slightly different than making a Grand Cru, for example, in Burgundy, which is one unique type of soil, one unique grape. In Bordeaux, an estate like Olivier is unique because of the diversity of the soil. And I'm explaining that because with this diversity, we make the Grand Vin with a specific goal, which is to make a wine for aging, expressing the unicity of the location, but also designed for long time aging. When we produce the second wine, we have the same goal in terms of identity, but we make a wine for a drinking which will be a little bit earlier, with a little bit more easy drinking. So typically speaking, at Château Olivier, the blend for the Grand Vin will be with a majority of Cabernet Sauvignon with more structure, more tannins. We like to put more Merlot in the second wine, red, to have a little bit more roundness, but with the same goal of pure fruit, very good definition, and something very balanced, which I think is perfectly the case with Dauphin d'Olivier in the 2016 vintage, which is one of the best vintage we've had in the last decade. Of course, the color is important. This is for us professional, but honestly, when we see the color of the wine, we already expect something very. The color is quite strong, still very lively. There is some blue. You can see that the wine is still young. With a very intense color. 16 was a really vintage with high level of color for both the Grand Vin and the second wine. On the nose, the fruit is very strong. It's very open. It's a little bit smoky also, which is typical of Pessac-Léognan, generally speaking. Personally, I believe the fact that we have the forest around us give also this smokiness, there is like a little earthiness which people usually associate with Pessac-Léognan, and you can smell this.
Yeah.
And quite complex. Quite you can see the wine is not completely open. There is a potential.
Barrels?
All the wines at Château Olivier are 100% in barrels, with about 1/3 new oak for the Grand Vin, a little bit less new oak in this wine, but something like 25%.
Okay.
We don't want the barrel aging to be too obvious. So can you smell? A little bit of toastiness. But the fruit is very strong, like blackberries, like framboise. Framboise is the English word. Raspberries. On the palate, it's good.
You can taste the fruit as well.
The fruit is very strong, but you can see there is a diamond. I explained we designed this wine to be more early drinking than the Grand Vin. Nevertheless, you can see this wine has got potential because it's got the structure, length. It's probably still a little bit young. It's not completely open, but at this stage it will be very nice with some meat or something relatively strong, because this is you can see the potential of the wine, and it's also a wine you can keep for a few more years, and it will keep developing in the bottle.
Sure.
But this is exactly the style of wine we like to make at Olivier. Whether the second wine or the Grand Vin, which is the fruitiness, very good definition, and on the palate everything falls into place, and it's balanced. So it's long, it's everything falls into place. It's not overripe, it's not underripe, it's not woody, everything is just, and you can see the expression of this location. This is Château Olivier. It's not a winemaker exercise. We tried the winemaking, we tried to have the winemaking behind the scene, and you don't think about the way we made this. You see the result and you say this is unique, and this is coming from Olivier.
Well, thank you, Laurent, for all of that. It was like being on
Thank you for
a
coming.
virtual wine tour, and yeah, we learned a lot. I even learned a few more things, which was good.
Beautiful.
So hopefully you enjoyed that. Cheers, everybody.
Good on you.
Cheers.
Cheers.